Hi guys, my name is Alex. In this quick tutorial I'm going to try to explain to you how you can use Marmoset Toolback 2.0 because it's a little bit different than it was in the version 1. So this is the default view that we get when we open Marmoset Toolback, and here on the left side we have everything that is in the scene. Here is the scene in the center, and as we can see we have a sky, and if we click on it we can see we can adjust the brightness and some other stuff beneath, and we can also see how the sky or background image looks like. If we want to change it, we can open up our own one, or we can use the preset. If we click here on the preset, we have a bunch of other presets, and just click on it and you can see it immediately changes to the desired preset. So next you should get to know the things that are here above. So if you want to place a mesh into your scene, you just go up to add mesh and then just select the mesh that you are looking for. Then the mesh is imported into the viewport, and you can move it around using these arrows, or rotating it, clicking on these circles, and you can always go back by pressing Ctrl Z on the keyboard. And because I don't like looking at the background, I'm going to go to render and scene and sky background uncheck. Here you can set the background of the scene. So next, with the mouse wheel you can zoom in or zoom out. When you press Alt and rotate, you rotate the camera. This is Alt and left mouse button. Alt and right mouse button is to zoom in and zoom out according to the camera. And what else? Yeah, Alt and middle mouse button, you can move it around. Holding Shift and left mouse button, you can rotate the sky or the background, which is not seen but it's still there, and it plays a big role when lighting the scene. So here you can see how many cameras you have set in your scene. So if you click on it, you can see we only have one main camera for the moment. Going back to the scene, we can see after we added mesh, a new object is placed in the scene, so you can see what you have in your scene. So here on the right side you can see we have materials, and as before, only one material can be applied to the model. So make sure you divide your model into different parts if you want to apply different materials to them. So to get a special material, you can just click here on this sign, and you can select a bunch of different materials. And as you can see down here, you have some different settings you can set for your material. And if you want to delete material, just select it and press delete on the keyboard, and it is deleted. The default is always present. You cannot delete the default, or better say, you cannot have this box empty, because some material is always present on the object. So if you want to add some maps that you created for this kind of mesh, you just go down here to surface, and under normal map you just select the texture that you created, and immediately it is applied to the model. And you can set some options here which I don't use because it's pretty self-explanatory. Under microsurface you can use close map or nothing at all, because now as we can see, if we scroll up and down, you can see that the reflections are being affected. And if you want only the specular map, for example, to be affecting this object, you should turn off this microsurface gloss map. You can see the difference here, and if I turn it off, it's a subtle difference, but it makes a big impact at the end. So under albedo, this is for diffuse map. I don't know why they called it albedo map, but we have to go with it. Just diffuse map. And under reflection, specular map. And you can play around with intensity in Fresnel. And if you have some additional maps like glow or emissive map here, you can just check it and then just apply it. And here you go. You have your model set, and then you can play around with additional lights if you want to. You can add them by going add and light, and the default light is the diffuse light. Let me see, the point light, sorry. And if you want to change it, you just go here and change it to spot, directional, or point light. You can set the color, the intensity, the radius, the size and the softness, and other stuff that is going to be affecting your light. If you want to turn on any of your objects in the scene and don't want to delete it, just click here on the eye icon and they disappear. So going under render settings, you can set the resolution of your final image. I don't normally change this. Here is for the stereo 3D. It's going, if you check this, you can use the created image for your 3D representation using the 3D glasses. I don't use that, so I'm not really sure how it works, but it's there. In here we can turn on wireframe, play around with color and the intensity of the wireframe. As said before, you can turn on and turn off sky background, and change the background color. And here you can set the local and ambient occlusion, which affects the ambient occlusions and the reflections being applied from the model and from the background image. High resolution shadows is a little bit better for more realistic renders, but in slower machines it can cause problems. So you can set the occlusion strength, as you can see the changes, and the occlusion size if you want it. So here on the watermark, if you had a paid version for Marmoset toolback, you can turn off or turn on the Marmoset toolback watermark, and you can hide it in viewport, but it will be rendered out. So under animation you can set the scene turntable, how many turns it's going to make, how many what is this, how many degrees are going to be turned in 1 second. You can set the scene turntable at camera turntable or the sky turntable. So what it's going to be, you can create that everything is going to rotate, but it's a mess. So scene turntable 10 for example, you can play it and you can see how it's going to look like if you render the animation. You can just stop it, and if you want to set it to 0 again, just press here on the C. So under capture you can see the shortcuts for the capturing of the image that you have in your scene. If you want to capture the scene, you are going to have to press F11. Image clipboard, it's self-explanatory, really. The turntable also, and under settings you can set the width and the height of the captured image. Sampling and format, the transparency turned on off, and for the turntable, if you want to use the scene camera or sky rotation, and how many frames are going to be set in the second, and the duration of the turntable. So this is pretty much it for this short tutorial about using Marmoset toolback. I made this tutorial because I couldn't find anything in video format for this new version 2.0. So I hope it helped you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, check out the rest of the videos, share this video, and till next time. Bye.